The NFL acted quickly on Monday, suspending Giants receiver Odell Beckham Jr. for 1 game after his 3 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties, including that ugly helmet-to-helmet hit on the Panthers' Josh Norman on Sunday. I'm Brian Clark at CineSport. For more, we join Jim Litke of the AP. Jim, is this the right move from the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, it is in a real immediate sense, but I'm not sure what it really solves in the long run. I think they've got a continuing problem with officiating. It's probably been highlighted this year like almost never before. But the thing that was, I think, particularly egregious about this one is this was a helmet-to-helmet hit. The fact that there was an unsportsmanlike penalty on the field, and that was it, and then we added a 1-game suspension, and that was it, still doesn't get rid of this problem. Player safety and integrity of the game are two of the biggest things, and this is kind of a blow to both of them in a sense.
So how do you go about fixing that player safety and the officiating problem? Is it sort of a blow everything up and start over again, or is it a little more nuanced than that?
I think it's a lot more nuanced than that. I mean, Scott Green, who refereed in the league for a dozen years and left in 2013, I spoke to him this afternoon. He wrote an editorial in USA Today. He thinks they need better, more effective video training than they're getting right now. And I think his number one solution is to use that gleaming new expensive command center they put in New York. Those guys have got the same cameras that we have at home, and better equipment, obviously, and they're able to see these plays. So why they can't consult with a ref other than to talk about the technical aspects of the replay is a big problem. I mean, somebody saw this was a helmet-to-helmet hit, and somebody should have said something. Right now, it's not clear how that communication system is supposed to work, but it clearly broke down.
Do you think that could be a lasting legacy of this play and what happened here and could follow these 2 players, or is this just something we're all going to move on from?
Well, I think it will be a lasting legacy. It'll be a small one right now, and it'll help towards a longer-term solution, and it'll be this. Remember when we had that clock mishap in San Diego? Fiasco would be more like it. But anyway, everybody knew that the clock was running off. It was on the screen, and yet the officials on the field were not aware of it at the time. The league took blame for it the next day, corrected it, and they changed the rules so that now the command center can let them know if there's a clock mishap, for instance. So now I suspect we'll see, especially in potentially concussion-causing cases, that somebody in the command center will be able to say something, and that may affect the call on the field. I think it should have been a suspension yesterday. I think now you'll see that come a lot faster than it did.
So no Odell Beckham Jr. pending an appeal for the Giants game on Sunday against the Vikings. Jim Litke of the AP. Thanks, Jim.